I'm proud to announce today that LifeNet will invest $12.25 million and create 321 new jobs here in Hampton Roads.
We are excited about it because the City of Virginia Beach is serious about biomedical and life science enterprises. We're ready, willing, and able to support a vibrant biotechnology, biomedical, and healthcare industry.
We have always been welcomed by our hosts here. The city and now the state have put this historic commitment, which shows we are wanted here. Of course, we did a good, careful evaluation, and the city and state have really come through, and we're happy to be here, and this is home for us.
This not only obviously means 321 new jobs, but it sets the stage for many new companies and companies that already exist here to expand as well.
What is so great about this announcement, it's in the biotech space, and this is what we call a 21st century job economic development announcement. I'm so proud of Virginia Beach. This is where biotech companies are going to want to come to this beautiful park that we have. This is a real biotech park, and this is a big announcement for us for many years to come.
My daughter Sarah died by suicide at the age of 15 about 3.5 years ago. Sarah's death was devastating. It was shocking. Sarah was depressed and anxious, and we knew that she was struggling with that, and she was receiving counseling and medication for what she was going through. We certainly didn't anticipate that it would come to her taking her own life.
One way to prevent a tragedy from happening for another family is to raise awareness by talking to others and to have events like Shatter the Silence. We want to shatter the silence around suicide. The event is targeted towards youth and their families and anyone who's interested in raising awareness of suicide.
We will have a lot of good entertainment interspersed with our message of safe suicide prevention practices. We hope that it will help people who are struggling. We hope that it will help parents, teachers, people who notice that somebody might be struggling with their emotions.
Suicide is a major public health concern. In the state of Virginia, it's the second leading cause of death for individuals ages 15 to 34. If someone is telling you that they're thinking about suicide, you definitely need to, first of all, just be there for them and show your care and concern. One thing that you can do is call the National Suicide Prevention Lifeline, and also in each community you can contact your local community service board. They each have an emergency services department that will help people who are in acute distress.
National Night Out the purpose of it is, first of all, to get people out of their houses and to meet their neighbors.
It's a crime prevention program that's been going on for 33 years. This is the 34th year. In Virginia Beach this year we have 28 neighborhoods that are taking part in the program.
The community tonight is a combination of about 6 different communities in what I refer to as our greater College Park area, and we have come together in the last 5 years and have been doing a parade to draw attention and to get community involvement.
We have chosen to participate together, to bring our communities together so we know our neighbors. Tables are set up by participating churches and community organizations, by the Commonwealth's attorney, the library, and many other groups, and they give out free information.
I love it. The whole community gets together, not just our branch, just the whole street, the whole block.
It builds that trust, and it builds a bond between the police department and the community and the individual neighborhoods.
I hope they leave with a new friend or two. I hope they have a good time and really enjoy themselves, and then just learn some things about crime prevention and promoting safety.
We want this to be a safe place for everybody.
Before I started Bank On, my living situation was 1 bedroom in my grandmother's home with my son, who was a toddler at the time. The first thing on my to-do list was to get, me and my son our own place, our first place. Although I was excited to have my first place, I was thinking, man, like, I'm paying this much to borrow somebody's space, and how great would it be if I could get my expenses and my financial situation together to purchase my first home. I went from having no expenses at my grandmother's home, besides a phone bill and car insurance, to having rent and water, things that I had to absolutely pay in order for me and my son to basically survive. So I started to take out payday loans to help me pay these expenses.
We have monthly classes. That's this, right? We're gonna meet once a month for 10 months.
My goal was to, purchase a home. And although I was kind of down thinking, man, if you need payday loans, every month, then you're not ready to buy a house, I also knew that I made a decent amount of money to make it happen. I just needed some tools that I didn't have. This was the best resource I could ever hope for in my quest to purchase a new home.
So now you're gonna go to annualcreditreport.com.
The most important thing that Bank On offered me was the motivation and also the support. In my quest to learn more, it gave me basically a support group. So there were other people there with same interests, that we bounce ideas off of each other, and then also it gave me accountability. What Bank On challenges you to do when you first start is to set up a savings account. So I opened up a new account as they suggested and pledged that I would put $200 a month in there. It made it so that when I finally found the perfect house, my down payment and all my closing costs were already in that account because it was already going in there automatically and I wasn't even paying attention to it. Another thing that it did was it helped me purchase a home that was within my budget. I have friends that now want to buy a home when purchasing a home was never in our daily discussion. And then the great thing is Bank On is free, so I can always direct them towards Bank On, the website and all their resources, and walk them through anything that they need, and I definitely always encourage them to sign up for the classes.
The program starts off with a week-long training that teaches you not only how to be workplace ready, but also how to save on finances and general knowledge that you might not get in high school. And then they assign you a spot.
I work with Human Services, and it was at a mental health clinic office called Just by 5. And I just basically did office work, copy fax, receptionist work, scheduled appointments.
My position this summer was to work as a media specialist under the Youth Opportunities Office.
I've never worked in an office setting before. It gave me a lot of insight on how to act, what to wear, how to present myself.
As a young person starting out, there's two things that you really need to keep you going, and one, that's opportunities to make work, and then two, people to believe and support in your work.
These people that you work with, your supervisors, they're not just a colleague that you can ask a recommendation letter for. They're people you can ask for advice and career guidance in terms of where they want to go in the future.
I've always thought this was a great program, and I love that the kids are so involved in it, and they want to come to work, and they want to learn, and they've just been a great asset and a help to our company. They definitely know where they're headed as far as their career, and I think they just basically want to get their foot in the door and see what it's really like to be out there in that other world.
It's really hard to find a position where you're given full autonomy, full creative control, and this program gave me that. So I think it really gave me a platform to show what I can do in a producer role, and many people don't get that opportunity when they're starting out.
If you're looking for a job and you are you, I recommend this program. It really helps, and you make a lot of money, and they also teach you how to spend your money, how to save your money, how to build credit. They teach you everything so that way when you get started, you'll be set.
We are out here on the beach just enjoying the beautiful day and hoping to see as much of the eclipse as we can.
I'm jumping in with the doubler on the 100 to 400, so I'm getting 800 millimeters in to get a nice good frame of the eclipse.
We came out to get a good look at the eclipse. Unfortunately, my mom told me I couldn't go to Columbia, South Carolina, so I decided to come to the Oceanfront.
You can definitely see part of the moon already covering it.
Well, right now it looks like it's about 45% closed up.
I'm looking at almost 90% of the sun's sun being covered by the moon, and you can definitely feel the temperature difference.
The sun right now looks like a crescent moon. It's almost completely covered.
It's like a pair of sunglasses over the sun.
Oh, it's wild. I mean, come on, this is the first eclipse in the United States since, what, 1978? And this gets most of the U.S.
Very, very exciting.
This is really amazing.
It's wicked.
A once-in-a-lifetime thing.
And just seeing it in real life is cooler than watching it on TV because it's just not the same.